Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this VariCAD 2016 training course, and in this lesson we are going to see about symbols and blocks. We will start by the symbols, and I will draw a very simple geometry to show you the options. In this particular case, rectangle with some cross on its corners. So symbols, we have two kinds of symbols. First one, it is what we can call an internal symbology, and you can get those symbols inside this parts menu, and you have a lot of different kind of symbology. Let us make a couple of examples. These are libraries of parts. So for example, the in parts, a screw, and we have a lot of options. Okay, you choose one, the measurement, the length, the type of view you have, insert, and it's here. Okay, this is one kind of symbology, mechanical parts. The same for bearings, a couple of things. Still in symbology, you have this kind of symbology: hydraulic, electrical, welding, tolerances. Another example, hydraulic, you choose one of the symbols, you have a lot of them, okay, one of the symbols, and you insert it here, and basically that's it. Okay, so these are internal symbols that came with the VariCAD installation. Okay, this is one use. And one of the things in the future that is going to happen in VariCAD is to have this kind of symbology more open and with the possibility to be edited and changed or added with other symbols. Besides this kind of symbology, we have what we can call another kind, which are the external ones, and the user can control and create new ones. So an example, file menu, you have symbols, and then you get this dialog box. So the idea here is to create your own libraries, and for example, as you have on the parts, you can create a mechanical library or whatever you want to call it, and put same type of symbols on the library you create. And you can have any quantity of library of symbols, so you can open these guys in what drawing you are working. So it's perfectly open and very interesting. So for example, I will create a new library. Okay, first I need to create a new symbol, or starting with on another way, we can open an existent library, and I have a couple of tests I've been doing. So these libraries of symbols can be recognized by this extension SYM. Okay, I can open one and I have the symbols inside. Okay, this is one possibility. And then I have the list of symbols inside that library. Or I can, for example, create a new symbol. Let us start again, sorry. New symbol. I can choose the insertion point, and I can create what is called connection points, that we have one specific aid, which is this one that recognizes these connection points. So let us create this one here, for example, another one here, and okay, until 32 connection points. Now I will open and choose all these guys here, and I will say a name. For example, one, I can put a comment, doesn't matter, and do the OK. And I have my list here. Okay, I can save it now, and I can create a VariCAD lesson, okay, and save it. Okay, it is done, and I can add new symbols or simply go and create a new one. Okay, this is the use. So now if I go to symbols and say open, and I will open this library, open it, it is here. Now I click with the right mouse button and I can insert it, and insert it, okay, put it here and wherever I want. At this moment, this symbol is recognized as one single entity. For example, if I go and say line, you see that it's not grabbing any points, but it will recognize these connection points when I pass over them. So one here, and another one here. So you see, nowhere else it is recognized. So one possibility is to insert it. The other possibility is to edit the name or the comment, or even say delete the symbol and reorder this list of symbols. So this is one use for the symbols. And now talking about the blocks, you can say, oh, blocks are quite similar to symbols. Yes, in fact, it's more or less true, because symbols are, in my opinion, are a little more flexible, because this concept of the libraries. In terms of the blocks, you will save a couple of entities inside a file and okay, that's it. It's not so flexible, but I will show you anyway how to work with it. So I will create some new geometry to test with the blocks. Now this time a circle with some lines, and going to the blocks we have a couple of options. So first I need to create one block, so insertion point will be this one, and again I can give connection points. I will not do it because the idea it is the same as on the symbols. And now choose the objects and give a block name, and I can create attributes to the block. For example, I can give it a name, for example material, and give it a value. I can say still, okay, and I can say the attribute is either or not displayed as it says here on the 2D area, or it is displayed visible. Okay, very good. And I can say it's a little big, but I will leave it like this as an example. Okay, visible, yes. So now I have the block created. I need to save it. So save it. The insertion point of the new file, I can click it, or as it says here, doing the enter will do the 00 of this file. So enter, and the objects are these. Right click, enter, and give it a name. So test, a little easier. So KKKK, a lot of K's. So, and save it. So now it is saved. You can use in any drawing you have. So blocks, now create, it is done. Save, it is done. Now you want to insert it in any kind of drawing you may be working. So K, open it. You see the insertion point regarding the 0, but I will do it, okay, anywhere else it is done. And the attribute, it is shown. But I can also edit the block. So the initial one or this inserted one. Okay, so I can edit, and the edit, for example, it is change it, I don't care. Okay, and then and finish block editing. Select the objects, okay, include those ones, and it is edit. I can edit the block attributes. So again, I can say visible or not, saying now it's hidden. Okay. And finally, I can change the block insertion point. Okay, change it again, it's the same idea. But now, to see that this changed something, I will save the block. Again, give it, and the objects to be saved are these ones. I will give it a new name with a lot of A's, and I will insert the block, the A's, open, and again you see the new location. If I go to the 0, you see that will be on the same position as the initial one, and you see now that the attribute is hidden, is not being displayed. So these were the ideas and the difference for both symbols and blocks. I hope that the advantages and the disadvantages of each one of these types of groups of objects, it is clear, and for any question, as I used to say, please contact us or put a comment in this video on in YouTube, so that we can help you in case if you need some explanation more, or if you have some kind of example to share with us.